All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Good bit to dive into and discuss in today's video of what's going on in the world of Apex Legends esports news and basically what's the future here. What's going on with LAN? Is it delayed? How long is North American Regional Finals postponed? What's the schedule like? What's Challenger Circuit like? A lot of updates as finally Respawn did come out to give us a little bit of an update of what's going on. And we did get further updates from this professional hacker about what he thinks may have happened. And then some other professional hackers or engineers chimed in as well. So a lot of uncertainty here, but I will say based on the terminology that Respawn used, I do think that iLoot Games was possibly right that maybe this game was not safe to play at all. So new findings in the Apex Legends hacking incident. This came from our ApexGlobalSeries.com website. We put out an article earlier yesterday regarding PirateSoftware. Now, this guy was the professional hacker that was on a call with Imperial Hal, on a call with many others to discuss what he thinks may have been going on. There was actually an incident where Imperial Hal had, I think, installed malware bytes to get rid of all this virus stuff that was on his PC. After this had happened, there was an IP address that showed up on port 135. It was an inbound IP, and it was determined to be malicious. And so PirateSoftware had basically said he thinks that this was maybe not an RCE attack, but actually just a case of Imperial Hal's computer getting compromised. Can't really speak on the Jin Burton scenario because obviously there was less of an investigation over there, but we did see Imperial Hal's account was banned for quite some time, and it looks like they were going to be investigating with his account for quite some time as well. Nonetheless, he goes through to say, you know, look at this IP address. It looks really, really bad, and it looks like this is how it all happened. He was basically controlling your computer from a remote location and enabling all of this stuff to happen in real time. Roll a clip of what PirateSoftware had just recently had to say.
I think there was direct access to your machine.
Yeah, on the link you posted, do I have to click on that, or is it just a number at the end of the link?
You can just click on it. Yeah, you can click on it to pull this up to see exactly what that is. Yep. So I'm going to pull this up now because we can confirm that this is the case, right?
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Can we get a screenshot of this directly from the VOD instead of a cropped one, if you have that? Not you, the person who sent it to me. It's Furkan. Furkan sent me this.
Yeah, this is definitely not mine.
Yeah, Furkan, can you send me that with the full screen so we can have it in full context? Thank you. So that's Windows RPC. This is all starting to align, dude. This looks like direct access to the machine.
But how would he gain access directly to the machine?
Trojan would be the way. Whether through the client or through a download that you did, we don't know.
You think that he could have done it through the packs that he gifted us?
That I don't know. That would be another different method, right? So we've got an unknown here. How did he get it on your machine?
Yeah.
Now, of course, after all this happened, everybody came to the rescue to say that they're also a professional hacker and that they are disagreeing with what PirateSoftware had to say, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. And there were a lot of different opinions out there. But basically, Hugo is someone that I know you guys would trust. He's the developer of the Apex Legends status website. He's an engineer as well. He knows what he's talking about. But there was definitely a lot of different opinions out there by people who are all respected in this hacking world and know what they're talking about. So anyways, the IP in question, he says, is not necessarily Destroyer 2009. And I saw someone say, really, if this guy's as smart as he is, I really doubt that it would have been this easy of a catch and that basically someone would have found it that quickly. And, you know, it's probably like a rookie mistake that they just didn't expect this guy to make. So he says the IP in question, though, Hugo, is not that at all. It's actually just a scanner that crawls the entire internet all day long. And I don't really know some of these terminologies here, but basically it's like a junk box, right? It's really nothing that big of a deal. Now, there was some malicious software or malicious, you know, intent to it, I guess, but he doesn't really understand how this is not blocked before reaching his computer. And basically that's a whole nother conversation, but it wasn't necessarily to say that this is for sure a compromised computer that caused this. It could be an RCE. And of course the hacker himself is claiming that it was an RCE. Is he being truthful? I mean, he's a hacker, you know, can we trust him? Who knows? Obviously that's up for debate, but there were multiple different opinions. And then came Respawn's official announcement. Of course, this was also in the Apex Global Series website. Respawn came out with an announcement and ALGS came out with an announcement as well. So it started off with Apex saying this: on Sunday, a few professional Apex Legends player accounts were hacked during an ALGS live event. A game and player security are our highest priorities, which is why we paused the competition to address the issue immediately. Our teams have developed the first of a layered series of updates to protect the Apex Legends player community and create a secure experience for everyone. Now, this is finally good communication. We did just get an update that there is now an update to the game that should help, but it does kind of reveal the fact, in my opinion, that the game was indeed not safe. And we did get a couple of people that said this. I'd heard from multiple sources that said, you know, please advise your community members that this game is not safe to play right now. iLoot Games had posted on his Twitter account as well that this game was not safe to play right now. So a lot of people were saying, do not play, uninstall your game because it is not safe. And just by my experience here, maybe you guys disagree, the word usage that they chose does sound like maybe it was not necessarily safe before they just implemented this little update that they're doing. So unfortunate stuff to say the least, but then it goes a step further coming from the ALGS scene. They said, we are still actively working with our partners here at EA and Respawn and remain committed to ensuring that the security and competitive integrity of the Apex Legends tournaments still exist. And at this time, we do not anticipate any changes to the Split 1 playoffs. So no LAN delays. They are basically still saying that we should still have LAN in Los Angeles, California from May 2nd to May 5th. Split 1 playoffs should not be updated or changed at all. But we will have more information to share regarding Challenger Circuit and the North American Regional Finals soon. Of course, Challenger Circuit was actually supposed to come up this weekend, so teams are going to now have to postpone quite a bit, which sucks because I know that a lot of times there's people that take off work and you really can't, reschedule this that well. So unfortunate stuff to say the least. And then we have the biggest one that I think everybody was getting ready for was the North American Regional Finals. We should have known by now which team was going to make it, which team was not going to make it. And there's been drama that's been going in it as well. Of course, Ape Gang was going to be challenging X set and they didn't like that. There was a lot of drama there. Optic Gaming was starting off pretty strong. Maybe they could have made it. EC was in second place at the time, so they could have possibly made it. Who knows? But a lot of people were basically discussing the SSG, Oxygen Esports, Cloud9, XSET, Drop-In Gaming, Optic, and EC part, and really thought that maybe we're going to get a really big upset here. And it was on that track. SSG had also started off pretty poorly, and could they have basically been knocked out? Who knows? But we'll never get that answer based on that series because we don't know exactly how that series would have played out. And we don't know if they're going to completely restart the series or if they're going to keep the first two games and just basically resume where we left off. But a lot of people have also been wondering what is the future of R5 Reloaded. I honestly, just in my opinion, do think that R5 Reloaded will probably sadly become a thing of the past, and I only say this because of how much suspicion was thrown on them. I do not think personally that they had anything to do with it, and I don't really know if the hacker utilized R5 Reloaded in any way, but I do think that there was so much suspicion that was thrown on them, unfortunately, and Imperial Hal was uninstalling it, in front of 40,000 live people. Everybody really thought maybe R5 had something to do with it. EA normally, or any game studio normally, would not even allow something like R5 Reloaded to begin with, and I just feel like all these strings are about to get a lot less loose, and EA's probably about to snatch those things up like crazy, and I just don't know if you're going to see that program exist for very much longer. But the developers did come out to say, please tell these streamers that it's not us, has nothing to do with us, and just to clarify, we did not have any part of this. And it's an unfortunate situation, but it looks like we might be headed in that direction. Also wanted to mention that there was a lot of people basically pulling this back to Mandy and Imperial Hal, Jen Burton getting all those packs. You guys remember we discussed that a while back. Did this hacker gain all this access months ago when he was giving them packs and opening packs on their account without them noticing? Maybe he was just waiting for regional finals this whole time. Maybe this was months and months or weeks in advance of a plan. Maybe it was just a 0 day, like random spur of the moment, I'm gonna hack Apex. Who knows? But there's a lot of different theories going out there. Interested to see what you guys have to say about the future of competitive Apex and the Respawn update that was just released as well. Let me know down below, and until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.